Good morning, y'all. Y'all get to go with me on my maiden voyage, probably. The old beast. As you can see, I've got the finest in instrumentation here. But we'll see what happens. Okay, away we go. It's at this point in the video that I realized my audio was gonna suck because I used a cheap little suction cup deal that stuck to the back window of my truck from Walmart, and apparently it was rubbing on something else, so well, that's a problem. So rather than make you guys listen to my rickety-rackety bouncing off the cab thing, I figured I'll just put some music in here and I will narrate randomly as we go. Joy. I worked on this truck this weekend to try to make it to where I could drive it to work Sunday. See that stuff on the windshield? That's rain. What I don't have? Windshield wipers or Rain-X. Yep, that's not good. Yep, you see that hole in my hand? That's courtesy of my old dog, Jack. Never forget that dog. this moment, I started to have flashbacks to the time I had a 53 sedan delivery that I drove to a car show in Springfield. Clear skies, same situation, no rain in the forecast, and guess what? Boom! Rain. Yep, same situation, different vehicle. Vacuum wipers that does not work. Yay, we'll see how this turns out. Here I discovered I had a little leak. Of course, water's leaking in and not leaking out naturally. But what happened is the old seal, I should say the new old seal that I put in, over time it kind of shrinks. We'll have to do a little caulk work there. No big deal. It happens quite often. Right here I'm pointing towards the clouds and realizing I'm kind of hosed on driving this truck to work today, so I'm going to have to turn around and head back to the house. I guess take a left instead of taking a right. This is a 48 Ford body on a 91 Buick Roadmaster chassis. It's got a 350 throttle body with a 700 R4 overdrive transmission. And no, this was not my design. This was me saving somebody else's project. Probably wouldn't have done it that way. You know, it is what it is, right? Okay, y'all, I have no idea what I was talking about right here, so in the comments, you guys come up with the best thing that you can think of that I was talking about, and we'll see who's got the funniest answer. Right here I'm fixing to go across the one-lane bridge that was built in the 20s, I believe. I'm just kind of curious when I drive across it, if this old truck was from the area, if it ever went across that same bridge numerous times back in the day. What are y'all's thoughts? Let me know.